mark, actually, but go ahead and start it.
All right, boys. Let's get it popping. 3, 2, 1, and let's go.
Welcome back to another installment of the Insomniacs podcast. And
episode 40.
No big deal. Big 4-0. Pretty excited for today. I recently rewatched season 3, part 2 of AOT. And I kind of wanted to bring this up because I kind of have some hot takes about Eren as an MC. So I wanted to bring it up to the boys, let them know, see what everyone thinks.
Yeah, let's get it.
So let me bring up one discrepancy I have at first, and then we can get into it with what you guys think. So, season 3 in general.
Yeah.
Part 1 is more so build up around
Levi and Kenny.
Political thriller type thing.
Political thriller about Krista and I guess / Historia's family, her real name, all that stuff. And Eren was still kind of on that, like everyone's criticizing him for being a bitch and everything else like that. Season 3, part 2 comes around, and yet again, he doesn't do too much. But all of a sudden, after this season, everyone's like, Eren's a top 5 MC. So, for you guys, is Eren top 10? Is he top 5? Is he a top anything for you? Do you even know where he goes in your list?
Maybe like top 20, maybe, just barely.
To me, Eren is like a couple steps up from like Deku.
Yeah. For like the crying thing?
Like, it's like Deku, Kaneki, Eren, right? Because like, everybody already knows why Deku's at the bottom right there.
Yeah.
Because there's no development. He's always the same. He's not progressing at all. He's always crying. He's always helpless. He's never getting any sort of development. And then you got Kaneki, who's crying all the time. Doesn't really get development until the end of season 1. Obviously, season 2, season 3, I haven't seen, so I can't really dictate on that. But there's still a little development with Kaneki near the end, at least. But he's always crying, always, oh, I don't want to eat human.
Understandably so.
Understandably, but it's like
it's still like
they're giving you, they're giving you clean, quality, humane meat.
Humane meat.
So
great.
Like, might as
Get
well.
the A5 beef.
If that's how the only way you can survive, like, suck it up.
No, you don't have a choice.
And then Eren, I feel like it was the same because he's like always relying on Mikasa and he's always relying on Levi and Armin and Erwin and all these people. And then, but he does have development in season 3. He does. Yes. He does pull through, and even like, for example, the Annie fight. He shows a little development where it's like, it's not like Deku where it's just so like, oh yeah.
To him, basically.
Yeah, where it's like, we're like with Deku, like All Might just hands him like, oh yeah, just do this. Or something like that. Or like, it's not like an ass pull where his arm is obliterated and he somehow delivers the strongest punch to date. Or like, where his body's just broken and somehow performs. Where it's like, he has like a flashback of like a move Andy did on him. He's like, oh, I can use this, and then he does it. So like there is a little development with Eren, but he's still, a lot of the time, I feel like he's hopeless and too scared to do anything, except for season 3 where there's more stuff happening and he kind of realizes the gravity of the situation. And he does pop off when he is in Titan form a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of like an MC like rising above their issues, like Now For Me maybe, or Gon, or Killua, or Naruto, or Shinichi from Parasite, where they like rise above, they adapt, they progress in a natural way. Eren is still like, I feel like in the infant stages of his progression. So it's like, it's not really until this last season where he's finally like realizing things and becoming less dependent on Mikasa pretty much.
And everyone else.
But he's still, but he's still kind of bitch mode.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Fair enough. So then what do you think, Diego?
Kind of what Parker said, because I'm going to probably go through the progressions through each season. Season 1, he was just like pure rage, basically, where he just wanted to kill Titans and all that stuff. And even then, he couldn't do that properly.
Yeah.
Especially because he only got technically his first like ODM Titan kill in season 2 when they rescued everyone from that fortress.
Mm-hmm.
And then season 3, I feel like he kind of regressed a little bit during when he got captured by Krista's father, because he was just kind of like, no, just kill me, eat me. You can use the power better than I can. And then he just kind of starts crying.
Typical Deku move.
Yeah, just kind of starts crying and all that. But then I feel like in part 2 of season 3, he definitely got better. I think because I think he was a lot more confident. I think than in part 2.
So specifically, what moments where you're like, okay, this is what made Eren a better MC?
Like Parker said, female Titan fight. This part 2 of the female Titan fight, not the first part. Definitely his fight with Reiner before he got captured.
Yeah.
In season 2. And then season 3, when what was it?
Was it when he beat the Colossal Titan, or him and?
Probably that also, but that was more
even
of like a team effort.
Even the Reiner fight too.
Yeah, I definitely think the Reiner fight was probably his best
in season 3
moment.
So besides moments where, so the reasons why that you guys say that Eren becomes like a better MC after his fights is because he recalls a flashback and then he's like, okay, I can use this. Or you see in specifically the season 3 part 2 Eren and Reiner fight, he's like, I'm gonna start using hardening on my fingers so that when I'm punching it can break through his armor.
Yeah,
right. It's like he's coming up with this stuff, being like, hey, I've been using the hardening in practice with everyone else, now I'm gonna use it on my fingers and I'll be able to break through the punches on Reiner. So it's because that he comes up with those things. He's a better MC than Deku.
And because he's not as helpless at that point. Where it's like...
By the end of season 3.
Yeah, where it's like... Yeah, Mikasa had to like snap him out of like his crying fits. Or like Levi had to like snap him out of it and be like, yo, this is like going down right now. Whereas like every fight, Deku's like... has to have something to push him through. Where, like, the fight against Muscular, the little boy, or Eri, or Bakugo in the very first season, like, stuff like that, where it's like, he only is doing things because he realizes, like, oh, I need to help this person, or, like, he, like, has to have something, like, push him, where Eren was the same way. It's just, he kind of got to a point in season 3 where he did things on his own and wasn't helpless and didn't need to get
so he's actually
out of
learning from
he's becoming a more independent character that is able to use his powers to do things to help other people without being told to do so.
Because he'll see power like the hardening power work. I think is a good example where he's like, I need to learn this so I can seal up the hole in the wall. And he eventually gets to that point where he learns how to, just do it on his wrists and then just do his entire body, basically. Yeah. Which is definitely a good moment.
And they train, and he trains for it and stuff. Where it's like Deku trains, but it's like...
It's like he's told what to do.
Yeah, and it's like All Might's like, oh, hey, by the way, we have this.
He doesn't have a Titan to teach him how to do it.
Yeah, his power-ups, Deku's power-ups come from other people telling him. Or just kind of ass pulls. Where, like, Eren is like, he's learning. And he's becoming more independent, and he's wanting to be a better brother and a better like member of the army to help fight this kind of war, I guess. So he's just becoming a more independent character, well-rounded character. I think is the biggest difference between the two right now. Yeah. Whereas season 1 and 2, I felt like Deku and Eren were pretty parallel, and then now we finally have progression with Eren, where Deku we're still waiting.
So I guess if you're ranking MCs for Eren, do you knock off points because it took 3 seasons to get progression?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I would.
But I definitely think, because now that we know a lot more about just Attack on Titan in general, especially the world around it, and we kind of see that Eren's changed at the end of part 2, not just physically, but it looks like he's kind of more... I guess calm. In the sense. Yeah. And like he kind of just knows what he has to do.
I feel like the flashbacks and the memories are helping with that too. Yeah. Like the connection between him and his dad, and all the other what's his Titan called?
The Attack Titan
Yeah, like
or Soul.
yeah, because how they like all share memories. I think that like when he was in the jail cell, I think that helped him become more what you were describing.
Yeah.
And I think that's helping towards his development too.
So, with the way, so it makes him a better. Does it make any character, not just Eren, for this case, a better character when they're more involved in the story?
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
100%. And I think it with this anime, it knocks off points because of how short the anime is going to be. Short in air quotes. Because like you have Bleach or Hunter x Hunter or Naruto that are well over 150 episodes. Well, Hunter x Hunter 159 episodes. You got Bleach, which is like what 300 something. Naruto Shippuden, which is like 600 with filler or 500 with filler. So like those more than that. So, or even just Naruto, regular Naruto's, which is like 120 without not including filler. So it's like they're really long. So yeah, development, or from what I've heard, Black Clover too, where it's like they're really long shows. So maybe development can be more stunted. But like we're about to go into the last season of this show, and it took him up until the very last season to finally get this development. So I do think it knocks off points strictly because the show's almost over.
I definitely think Attack on Titan probably focus more on side characters. I think because there's a lot
world
of good
building too.
Yeah, there's a lot of good like side character development in that show, especially with Historia or Krista.
And Levi.
Levi had some great.
And
character
even
development.
Erwin.
Yeah,
Erwin's like probably one of my favorite side characters.
I still want to know why Erwin was smiling when he found out Connie's mom. I think it's Connie. Where his mom was a Titan.
I bet he probably had
was he smiling?
He probably had a theory. I bet that he just got confirmed for him, and that's probably. Why
but you're half right practically. So at the end, right before, so this is clearly season 3 part 2 spoilers.
Yes.
So at the end when Erwin's like seconds away from dying. And Levi's about to inject the Titan serum into him. He just like quickly raises his hand. It's like, teacher, how do we know that there isn't humans like past the wall? So like his whole focus was to prove this one point. And when he heard that Connie's mom was a Titan when she clearly wasn't a Titan when he was younger, that's the reason why he's smiling, because he was like, oh, I think I'm onto something. My dad's right.
That's kind of because I remember rewatching that, and then you just kind of reminded me. Because I remember rewatching that, and I saw that scene, and I was like, this makes so much more sense now when you know what happens.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
There's like so many like small things that make so much more sense when you rewatch the show. Yeah. You're just like, wow, okay, this is just making so like because you just connect the dots in your head.
Which makes this show, that's why the show's so good too, is the story. The like interweaving lines like converge in like a slow burn kind of way. But yeah, I think Erwin had great character development, Levi had great character development, Mikasa's always just been a great character, Armin had a really good development, especially this last season. Even a lot of the people in the corps that are side characters. But it's just taken so long for Eren to get there, but because the side characters are so good and the story is so good, it doesn't.
He kind of gets scared.
It doesn't knock points from the show.
It doesn't.
It just knocks points.
It doesn't kill the show like it kills My Hero, because My Hero Deku sucks. The villains are robbed.
And Deku is like the whole main focus.
Yeah, and the story is just kind of lackluster because of how much they're just killing villains and the arcs and everything.
Kind of feels like My Hero's just kind of falling back to kind of basic shonen now.
Yeah.
Where, like, it used to be good at like kind of refining the shonen genre basically. Because like but now it just kind of lost that luster, I think.
And but then you have like Eren, who's finally stepping up. But he's been carried by the story and the side characters to a point where like it doesn't necessarily mean the show's bad. Where it's like My Hero, My Hero, Deku is the main character, and it focuses on him, and the story just kind of sucks as a whole. Whereas like, Eren might have been only a step up, but he definitely was carried, and it was more forgiving because of all the other elements being so good.
Yeah.
So then Eren's a better MC.
Yeah. But is he a top 10 MC? I don't think so.
Fair enough.
But side characters in that show are definitely top of my list.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Especially Levi.
Yeah.
I would probably put Levi and Krista in top 10. I think they are the best side characters in that show.
I think Mikasa's really good too. Just because she's BA, like she doesn't talk a lot. And
exactly. That's kind of why I don't throw her in that top 10.
Nutty.
Like if I had like a top 10 badass character list, then Levi Mika's.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I don't know where I put him on my list in terms of top characters, but I don't think he's on the top.
That's fair. That's really all I wanted to discuss was kind of just like a character analysis of Eren, because there seems to be a lot of favoritism towards him.
Yeah,
I definitely think it probably helps that he has just a lot of achievements in the show.
Yeah, and he's finally breaking through.
Yeah.
He's finally not being as much of a crybaby, and he's finally kind of running the show.
Yeah,
a little bit, at least in this
for now.
At least in like
the
ambush of part 2.
Yeah,
like he finally is like snapping into what he needs to be as a main character.
Even Hanj is a good side character also.
Yeah. He has a lot of good cast of side characters. But speaking of which, now we're going to do this new segment called On the Spot, where I'm going to come up with 5 different things for us to debate, and it's just on the spot. You have no idea what it is regardless.
Yeah.
So
So me and Diego have no idea what Ari is about to bring up.
Yeah.
Right.
We just heard about this segment.
like,
I just heard about it 5 minutes before the podcast. So.
And I heard it 5 minutes before he heard it.
Yeah.
So this, like, we just found out about this.
So first up,
So truly is on the spot.
is Hunter x Hunter side characters versus Dragon Ball as a franchise or side characters.
Okay.
So and when I say side characters, that means everyone besides Gollum, everyone besides Goku. So you can do the whole Z.
Okay, let me pull up a list.
The whole Z Force. You can get Killua, Hisoka, Kurapika, Leo. No, because they're not like in direct relation to Gollum. Because they're more like villains. Because you wouldn't want to count the Ginyu Force for Dragon Ball.
True. So like, does Netero count?
Netero, yes.
Okay, so Netero counts.
So like Master Roshi would count in Dragon Ball, or
Okay.
I don't know, another comparison, King Kai.
Okay.
But for when you're comparing like strength of side characters, do you do Hunter x Hunter or Dragon Ball? Because Vegeta, Piccolo are probably the strongest cases for side characters in Dragon Ball.
I put Trunks on there myself.
Trunks also, that's another good point. Future
My boy
Trunks.
Krillin. Chaozu.
Yeah. So even though like Dragon Ball is like such like a very good like fight focused anime, they do still have a good side like cast of side characters. And since Hunter doesn't have very many, but they have very strong ones, I thought this was a good matchup.
Okay, so should we just make like a list of a few side characters and then kind of debate between those?
Okay, yeah, let's do that. That's
So like best Dragon Ball side characters, I think we can agree on Vegeta, Piccolo, Trunks, Future Trunks.
Future Trunks. Hell yeah, Future Trunks.
Who else would you put on that
Would you put
Because now since Super came out, you can do Beerus, you can do Whis.
Okay, yeah, Beerus.
Beerus and Whis are also really good.
Because those that's really good chemistry right there.
Yeah.
Beerus and Whis are for sure.
Okay, so let's keep it to that. So we have Vegeta, Future Trunks, Piccolo, Whis, and Beerus. Because you can also do like Gohan.
And Jiren. So
I wouldn't.
Let's say
count
Gohan too. Let's say Gohan too.
Okay, so that's it. We're keeping it to that group.
Okay.
Because that's kind of like the
that's
main
who we think the best main side characters are.
So then now for Hunter x Hunter or Hunter x Hunter, Killua, Leorio, Kurapika. I guess we can count Netero. We can. I mean, I don't know if we want to count Hisoka.
We gotta count Hisoka.
Because Hisoka's like a weird antagonist.
He's a good side character though.
Okay, we'll count Hisoka.
Because he's not like a main antagonist.
Yeah. Okay.
And then probably.
But no, how many is that? So that's.
And Kite maybe.
Okay, yeah, Kai would be good too. Because then you could also, but then I feel like a better one.
Kai didn't have enough screen time.
Yeah, a better one would be.
He didn't, but he's.
Oh my gosh, what's the little girl's name?
Bisky.
Bisky, yeah. Bisky's a great side character.
So, Killua, Bisky, Kurapika, Leorio, Netero, and then we need one more because we had 6 for. Hisoka.
Let's just say Hisoka.
Okay. On paper, and for. So I guess what we're considering between these different things is, do we want our achievements important? So like wins, losses. Those matter. So then a lot of these Dragon Ball characters are gonna get screwed over.
See, that was my main thing thinking about this right now was. At the end of the day, it's either Goku or Future Trunks pulling up.
That's true.
and they're like, oh, Vegeta will be clapping cheeks, and then something will happen, and then
Goku starts fighting it.
Although-
and then he's tagged out, and then Goku has to finish. Right.
Although I will say Vegeta definitely pulled out a pretty good achievement in the Tournament of Power, though.
True.
Yeah.
With the Super Saiyan.
He did. He
fully
did.
evolved.
100%. So then, because to me, achievements don't matter that much because
I think this should matter definitely a little bit, but when you look at the not just like the overall strength of the character, but just like what they have gone through, especially, I think that's also a big part.
Because that's the point I wanted to get at is that let's say that even though they had a really bad loss, it could still mean that they were able to grow from it so much more as a character. So that's why, to me, I'm not really thinking that
What comes to mind for me
of wins, losses don't matter.
Spoilers for Hunter x Hunter, by the way. What comes to mind for me is when Killua was able to kind of break free from his brother. What was his name again? Illumi, with that fucking needle that was in his head. That to me was like a great moment for him, and that's like what really made me like Killua from that point on.
But dude, Killua just claps the whole show.
He does. He's a great character.
Not to mention the chemistry between him and Gon and Leorio and Kurapika is really good. He's just like the thing with Kurapika is with Killua, he's such a good character that he can stand alone easy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I would totally watch a
100%
side series
Easy.
that would just have
Like,
Killua.
yeah, same.
I guess now thinking about it, it could not be fair because there's so many more episodes of Dragon Ball versus
That's true.
Hunter x Hunter.
But I definitely think if you're going in terms of story, I would probably say Hunter x Hunter is better than Dragon Ball.
I agree. Because I feel like the Dragon Ball characters are almost there for like comic relief and support for Goku.
Yeah.
Whereas like Hunter x Hunter, they're a team. They're actually a team.
Yeah, because
everyone is pretty much.
When you break down Dragon Ball to like what its core is, it's fighting and comedy. That's literally what Dragon Ball is at its core, I believe. But then you break down Hunter x Hunter, it's plot, a little bit of comedy, but not much. I wouldn't say, that, and it's characters.
Okay, but for this, we're only considering side characters, so you can't consider how good of a story it is, how funny. Just for each show, which one is the better side characters?
I think Hunter x Hunter side characters are more likable and relatable because they have more development, I feel like. Personally. Because like I said, like I feel like a lot of the development minus Vegeta is just comic relief kind of stuff for Dragon Ball. Whereas like Hunter x Hunter, like they're always present. The side characters are like all the side characters could stand alone, and they all have little things about them that connect to later plot points in the story that aren't talked about.
Yeah, which is a good point. Since Kurapika did have his own arc.
Yeah, and
Killua had his own arc,
and Leorio near the end has kind of his own thing, and that kind of bleeds into the manga for a while with more Leorio, which I guess doesn't necessarily count, but he does. Even Leorio has a lot of development near the end as well. Not to mention a decent amount of development with Netero, and we have a lot of development on what the motives are for Hisoka as well. And Hisoka is just like, he's just so nutty too. Yeah. And his development is really crazy too. Like the thing, I just feel like all the characters could just stand alone and they're a lot more interesting, but the Dragon Ball characters are very likable.
So, strongest point for Hunter x Hunter is characters stand alone and
very
more
strong,
interesting.
Very strong development.
Right. And for Dragon Ball, I would definitely say Vegeta's character development alone is probably better than any character that we just listed from Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah.
Piccolo's was very minor.
In the Frieza arc.
And it was, like you said. Oh, actually, I would say Saiyan arc first, when he was training Gohan.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that was probably his biggest development.
I would say that was his biggest development. And then Gohan, Cell, Future Trunks, also androids. But even then, it wasn't development. Yeah. It was more like he's just building a relationship with his Z-Fighters.
Yeah, pretty much. Same with the Goku Black.
So yeah, right. I guess I would probably go with Hunter x Hunter characters also.
I personally think Hunter x Hunter characters, because even though Vegeta does have good character development, it feels very shallow to me. Like it's a very surface level development where it's like, oh, he's a tough guy, but now he's like, oh, he kind of has this off spot, but like that's it. where it's like I feel like there's just so much more depth in the characters themselves.
Yeah.
In Hunter x Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't mean I don't like, because I love the Dragon Ball, the Z Fighters, especially Future Trunks, Piccolo. I like Whis and Beerus are great side characters too. But like I said, I just feel like they're more there for comic relief than they are to be like actual characters.
Like huge components of the story.
Yeah.
Because if you think, because going off of the comic relief thing, because there's that whole scene with Beerus and Whis during the oh my god, what's it called? What's the Dragon Ball movie with the first arc in Super?
Battle of Z?
Yeah, Battle
of
of
Gods. Wow,
Yeah.
Battle of Z. Yikes.
Battle of Z.
I don't know.
You're even wearing a Shenron jacket too.
Yeah, I know. I'm seriously caught laughing.
But yeah, it's like, because even in that thing, most of the time before like the fight breaks out, they're just kind of chilling and like eating and stuff, and Vegeta's just like trying to keep them happy so he doesn't destroy Earth or anything.
Mm.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's kind of like it just feels very surface level.
Yeah.
In terms of Dragon Ball.
Because the
Characters.
biggest thing with Vegeta was Saiyan arc. He kind of gets realized, like, maybe, you know what, I'm not the shit. So then,
Bro, my man gets bodied by Yajirobe.
literally,
Don't
Yajirobe
forget
is
that.
the reason why that he lost. Yeah. But Saiyan arc is like, you know what, I'm not the shit. Frieza arc, it's like, okay, like, I actually value teamwork sort of thing. And he was able to kind of share that Saiyan pride with Goku.
Mm-hmm.
And then Android arc, or I guess beginning of Android arc, Trunks shows up. Now it's more character bonding. And then it's like Vegeta doesn't like being second place.
Yeah.
In
Which he
Cell and Boo arc, I would combine and say he just doesn't like being second place. And in the Boo arc, he's like has his tantrum and then comes back.
Yeah.
Which there's a lot of shitty things that happened in Vegeta's lives, but then again, if a lot more characters had development like Vegeta, I would say Dragon Ball. But right now, I'm going.
So, which character on this list would you say had the best like moment that defined them?
I would say Vegeta's suicide.
Vegeta's suicide. What would you say, Parker?
Because the next best thing, I would say, so from Hunter x Hunter, would be like,
bro, the Yorknu arc with Kurapika is nuts.
It is.
Yeah.
That was he did
Kurapika
pop
bodying what's his name?
Uvo.
That was pretty good too.
Yeah.
I was like smiling when I saw
When you
that.
get to see like his hatred, his
Yeah.
true hatred, and like you get to see who he actually is as a character. Like
So-
he totally kind of disregards his other relationship with Gon and Gon and Killua and Leorio, just because the revenge is that like strong.
Yeah.
The
That's how much
hatred is
he-
that strong,
yeah.
and you get to see like his progression of power so strongly, and Killua too, with the needle and him becoming a free person.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention like the development of his Nen, using things that were used against him in the past with the electricity and the torture to kind of become stronger and use it as like his kind of forte. But I do agree, like the suicides and the Cell arc
Because-
for Vegeta is a really good development too, though.
Because when I'm thinking of moment, I'm thinking of event happened, this character changed from this point before to this point after. So I'm thinking Vegeta's change, how he was before the whole suicide, and then the after was a lot different.
Yeah.
Than I think.
But
it
how
would be.
different does he act though after the suicide?
Well, it's because before then it's just like
He's definitely a bit warmer to Trunks, I think, afterwards.
Yeah.
Because his whole thing
He
is
used
like
to not give a crap about Trunks.
Yeah, because he had his whole tantrum about how he doesn't want to be second place to Goku anymore.
Yeah.
And then he's like, okay, like you just gotta own it. Like it's whatever. Like I get it. Like it sucks, but your pride isn't worth everything, or your whole family, all that stuff. So then he kills himself too.
It's kind of like, I guess Vegeta's pride switches to where he wants to be the most powerful Saiyan to I want to be able to protect my family.
Right. Which is why I think.
But I feel like that development's not there in Super.
I wouldn't say in Super, but I'm.
He's
saying,
pretty much fully developed in Super by then.
Yeah,
But I feel like he almost reverts back to his old ways in a way, but then he's kind of like more receptive sometimes. But I don't feel like the change is very permanent in terms of his character.
Okay, change isn't permanent, but like it fluctuates. I understand what you're saying, but I would still say that it was a bigger change after the Boo bomb thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But if there was more character development like that for more other of the Z fighters, like Piccolo or Gohan, then I would say Dragon Ball takes the cake.
Yeah.
But right
Especially
now, I'm going, yeah.
Gohan had a lot of potential to have really good development.
Yeah,
especially
because-
after the Cell Saga. But Chi wants him to study.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid.
That was a pretty good on the spot. That was
Wait, so the final decision is Hunter x Hunter.
Final decision was Hunter x Hunter.
Bet.
Okay.
So for those of you coming in late, we were just
Unanimous?
discussing. Yes,
Okay.
unanimous.
Nice.
So right now we're doing a segment about
Trio.
where I just on the spot I bring up a topic, 2 things to argue, and right now we're discussing side characters.
Yeah.
So the next one I have is Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood and Mob Psycho.
Bro, I'm just gonna be straight up with you. I think Mob Psycho we don't even need to talk about it, my guy.
Really?
Reagan as a whole. We could literally just go Reagan versus all the Fullmetal Alchemists, dog.
He's got a
Really?
Dude, Reagan is one of the best characters, like, of the
Oh,
decade.
I'm not doubting that, but I'm just saying it's so quick because you have so we're not counting Alphonse and Edward, obviously.
Yeah. So who? Like, we got Roy Mustang,
Hawkeye, Frieza, Hawkeye.
Hawkeye,
Lieutenant.
Maybe Ling,
Yeah,
Link's
Greedling.
pretty good.
Yeah, Greedling for sure.
and maybe Maiden.
Yeah, and then
Mei Ling, you mean?
No,
that
the
Colonel
little girl.
Hughes?
Yeah, that's Mei Ling, isn't it?
I would count Colonel
Isn't Mei
Hughes.
Ling the bodyguard?
Hold on.
The who?
No, Mei Ling was the little Asian girl.
Then what's the other? What's the grown up one that's his bodyguard?
the-
Link's bodyguard.
Oh,
I thought her name was just Mai.
Hold on.
I don't. Okay, I know you're talking
Hold
about.
on, hold
Or
on.
May.
Let me go in here. Let's see here.
But for
Scar's
side,
also a good side character.
yes.
Scar. Okay.
So Scar, I would say.
Lan Fan?
Wait,
Is that her name?
Yeah, that's what it
Fong's
is.
the other one.
no,
Yeah.
Lan Fang's the girl, right?
Yeah,
there it is.
No, Lan Fong is the
Is the retainer?
bodyguard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So Mai is the little girl.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're counting.
So
Colonel. Oh wait, no. Are we counting
Mustang?
Colonel Hughes?
No.
He wasn't on.
He's
He
not
wasn't there for too
he's
long.
not there long.
Okay. So Mustang, Scar, Hawkeye, and my Greedling. That's 5. And then
I would probably put Envy on there also.
I wouldn't do Envy.
I feel like
Really?
you need all of them.
He's too much of a villain, and he wasn't. I mean, he helped. He was
Hurts me
kind of
that
there
you-
for a
it
little
hurts me
bit.
that you're saying he because it's true, but it just doesn't.
Yeah, it just doesn't sit right.
Yeah, that just
But-
doesn't feel right.
So then for Mob Psycho, we're not counting Mob.
So
So-
we have Reagan.
Reagan,
We got his brother.
his brother.
We got the guy with the toupee.
Mm-hmm.
The like really strong
Yeah.
kid.
I'm just gonna pull up the characters.
Bro, Body Improvement Club. I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's-
Oh, what's the Green Ghost name?
Oh. Oh.
You're pulling up the characters,
Yeah, I'm
right?
pulling up the characters.
Him. Shigeo.
No,
that's
That's
Mom's
Mom's
name.
name.
Okay, there we go.
All right, so we got
Dimple.
Dimple.
So Dimple,
Okay.
Reagan, Ritsu.
Reaches his
These
brother.
don't
Right?
have pictures.
Ritsu's his brother.
Right.
So Dimple, Reagan, Ritsu. What's the toupee kid?
Mm-hmm.
I'll find it. You keep talking.
Especially his brother. His brother had really
Yeah.
good development, and Reagan.
Mm-hmm. And then Body Improvement Club. We're just gonna.
Are we gonna we're gonna count Body Improvement
Yeah,
Club?
so we're just gonna
They're so
bundle.
sick.
We're just gonna bundle them up
They're
as one
so
entity
Oh.
for the side characters. So
I'm scrolling.
What about her?
I wouldn't
Oh.
count her.
The
Like the girl that's
The
like trying
thought.
to
The thought.
make.
Yo, Tsubomi
Shigeo-
though?
Nah.
Let's see here.
Yeah, because these are villains.
Where
So
is
you
he?
wouldn't.
It wasn't up on the
Yeah. So
show. Is pretty cool. Also.
show too. Yeah.
Hanazawa, that's his name.
Yeah. So Hanazawa, Ritsu, Reagan, Dimple,
And Body Improvement Club.
Body Improvement Club.
Yeah, just
Sick.
them as an entity.
Okay.
So, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood or Mob Psycho.
So who did
That's
we,
hard
Who did we
because-
say for Full Metal?
Oh my god.
We
So-
said, so we had Scar, Mustang, Hawkeye, Greeling, Mai, and
So that's it.
That's
Those
it.
5.
that's it.
See, I like Mustang a lot.
Yeah.
Like he's such a good character,
And Scar.
especially just like FMA Mustang was hilarious.
That's the thing too is they had Mustang had a lot of depth, Hawkeye had a lot of depth, Scar had one of the craziest changes ever,
Mm.
especially near the end of the show. Scar had amazing character development.
Yeah.
That's tough.
So, What I'm thinking.
But dude, the side characters in Mob are.
I'd probably go Mob just because
I don't know. That's
I can't so for me, strongest character development in Mob Psycho easily Reagan. Pretty sure that's unanimous.
Yeah.
And then
Dimple.
the next best thing. Okay. Next best thing is Dimple.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what was Dimple's development?
Well,
because in my recollection, it's just I'm gonna actually help out Mob.
Yeah.
Well, because
Like,
it wasn't even
developing
like
a
it wasn't even
friendship.
because it's like he actually develops like an actual relationship.
Yeah, because
with
he was
Mob.
like toxic at first.
Because he was just like, I'm gonna just wait to take over his body.
And definitely the
exactly.
scene where Mob thinks his family dies.
Yeah.
And then like he's just trying to calm him down, like, dude, don't freak out.
Yeah,
out.
like, hey.
Dimple's
Look
actually
for a
there
second.
him.
It's not actually them.
Yeah.
That was a cool
Yeah,
moment.
like Dimple's there for them, and not
Yeah.
to mention like Dimple like takes over people's bodies to like save them, like the fat
Yeah.
dude
Mhm.
during the
That was a fun fight.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about the swan monster. or
the
whatever.
Urban Legend episode. Like I don't know, I just think Dimple's an overall well-rounded character, and he does change from like I'm gonna like secretly take over and like I'm gonna like finally get a body back to
He actually develops.
but like I said, like Scar's development is.
Scar's
But
development.
that's the hard
Mustang's
distinction though, is
development.
because Mob is a comedy, right? So like all the side characters are gonna be funny,
But
and
the
really likable,
story.
and are very funny and really likable.
Yeah.
But then you have Fullmetal Alchemist where it's more in depth, serious story. So it's like I don't know which one I like more.
But then again, for like the
So right now
character's
you're not
impact.
definitive.
Yeah, right now.
So right now, like for when I'm thinking of this, I'm just thinking characters like these side characters' impact for how much they strengthen the story or strengthen like the main character as a character.
You know
So-
what? I might have to go FMA on this.
FMA, dude, Scar and Mustang alone.
That's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
And
But then
he's a
again,
Hawkeye, so-
Reagan and Ritsu,
But Mob had such good development and helped
Because of that.
because of them in the second season.
yeah.
this is tough. This is really tough.
Even in the first season with
I'm probably gonna go FMA just
Hanazawa.
because. Not that I liked FMA more than Mob. I probably
Yeah.
like Mob more, but I think FMA has better characters
I agree.
just because they're more in depth.
I think I'd go FMA because of how strongly those characters. Not only did they have really good depth and character development, but they also helped the story a lot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Strength
Rather
of
than
the story.
for yeah, I guess comparison wise, they did have a bigger impact than Reagan and Ritsu. I guess them two combined, but even then, like when you add Dimple, I still don't know if it's gonna be the same thing. Cause like Mustang and Scar's impact in the story was
Yeah.
kind of a side thing for rather than like
It
the
all
main
like
focus.
converges towards the end.
Yes. But rather than in Mob Psycho, it's like it's still all these different characters helping along Mob become like a
Yeah.
better kid, I guess.
But in a way, season 2 did kind of feel like it didn't feel like necessarily Mob was the main character for a while.
Yeah, like it was Reagan, because he had his own 6-episode span, maybe.
Yes, but like they were very good
Was it really 6
accessories.
episodes?
It felt like it.
That's
At least
wild.
that I remember. Actually, 6 episodes was too long, so it was.
Yeah, I know it was like probably
But
2 or 3
the
because there was
point
that whole
is-
stint
yeah.
where Mob leaves and so he's
Yeah.
like, all
It
right,
was
fine,
like
I'm gonna do
3.
this
It
thing
was
on my
like
own.
3 or 4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
point is he gets his own screen time and a good amount of it for how.
Which I mean is well
Concise that
deserved.
show was.
He's
Yes.
like I would totally watch a spin-off with just Reagan.
Mm.
That would be great.
backstory
Yeah.
in those episodes.
So even after going into Mob Psycho a little bit more, we're still unanimous on FMA.
I think FMA. Yeah.
I think so.
So
That
That's a
changes
tough one.
mind.
yeah,
But I still think Mob Psycho, I like it more, but I do think side character wise, they're way stronger.
hmm So this one is going to be interesting. I think this is probably one of the most controversial on this one. So, My Hero Academia versus OG Naruto. So don't even
OG
think about
Naruto.
Shippuden. It's just main side characters, classmates included for MHA and Naruto.
So who are we talking?
So My Hero
Obviously-
Academia, I would do Todoroki,
Bakugo.
Bakugo,
Kirishima.
All Might.
I don't even know if I'd say Kirishima.
Really?
If we're
After
going,
this last season?
well, if we're talking,
Because you can do the whole show. It's the
if
whole
we're
show.
talking the whole show, then maybe Kirishima now.
Yeah. Yeah, so Okay, we'll count Kirishima. Kirishima, All Might, Bakugo, Todoroki, we need one more. Do we want to count Mirio now?
I don't think he has.
No, not enough.
Okay.
Eraserhead?
He doesn't have very much development.
Just not obvious.
Because Mirio obviously had
What
development.
about like stupid gravity bitch?
Oh, okay.
Uraraka?
Yeah, Uraraka. She did have some.
Why is she stupid gravity bitch?
Because I don't remember. If I said that, you definitely would know what I was talking about.
Yeah.
And you did.
So we're doing those 5, and then OG Naruto, clearly Sasuke, Kakashi. I feel like we have to do Sakura. She's on Team 7.
What about
Rock Lee.
Shikamaru?
Shikamaru.
Tomorrow and Rock Lee, probably.
Well, Neji had more of a role
Or Gaara.
in Rock Lee.
Yeah, but there's Gaara, there's... Yeah, Rock Lee was...
I would also say Gaara had more of an impact than Shikamaru.
Yeah, that's true.
So I would do Sasuke, Sakura,
If we were doing
Kakashi.
Shippuden, we would definitely do Shikamaru. But
Yeah,
I think
for
if it's
sure.
OG Naruto, maybe not.
Yeah.
Hey, Hidden Sauce, welcome back, my guy.
Welcome back.
What are we talking about? So, we're doing a new segment called
On the spot.
On the Spot. And our guy Ari over here is giving us different topics and we have to rank them. So right now we're ranking the side characters of OG Naruto versus the side characters of My Hero Academia, and we're just choosing like a core 5 from each show, and we're just saying which show has better side characters.
Right. So core 5 right now for My Hero Academia is Todoroki, Bakugo, Uravity, All Might, and did we say Kirishima? Yeah, we said Kirishima.
Kirishima.
So for Naruto, we have Sasuke, Kakashi, Sakura, Gaara, and Neji.
We'll probably do OG Naruto.
Do we want to count Jiraiya?
I wouldn't. Ooh, not.
Because Jiraiya's in a decent amount at the end.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because we get the bonding moment with the popsicle, bro.
But I don't. But
Should we include the swing?
the swing had more time than a lot of people, but I
Especially-
don't know about especially 10 times. But I don't know. But yeah,
Bro, what about Konohamaru though?
no chance.
What about Third Hokage
Ooh, Hiruzen.
instead of
But-
like
Sakura.
not Sakura? Instead of like Neji and Gaara.
His development was more like sad realization that he failed with Orochimaru.
Yeah, but he's still in it a lot. And there's a lot of flashbacks with him and Naruto and like, or what about Kakashi, Naruto, Sasuke, not Naruto.
I don't know Naruto's not here.
Kakashi, Sakura, Sasuke. What's his name? What the guy in the very first episode with Naruto?
Oh, Iruka?
Yeah, what about him?
Ooh.
He's a good side character. More so than he's more present than Gaara and Neji. 'Cause Gaara and
Yeah,
Neji
he's also
aren't-
more of like a father figure to
Because
them.
Gaara and Neji are really just there, like in the chunin.
Like,
But are we going to consider Jiraiya too, though? Because Jiraiya's
I
in
feel
it.
like you can't do this.
Jiraiya
without
didn't have development though in OG Naruto.
Right, but he's Naruto's teacher, and he.
Kakashi had more development than Jiraiya did.
Well, yeah,
in
no
OG
shit.
Naruto.
He did.
But just because he's his teacher, I feel like you shouldn't add him to the list.
So we're talking characters who had a lot of development in.
Well, because that's what makes them
Yeah,
good characters.
so we're talking more strong side characters than like important side characters.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
Maybe should Gaara be on there though? Because Gaara did have a lot of good development.
he had a lot of good development,
It
but
was really short lived.
it was kind of short-lived, yeah. Because it was just Chunin exam arc.
Yeah, but same with Neji too.
And then maybe
Hinsaw says what
when
about
the
Tsunade?
rescue mission? Huh?
Hinsaw says what about Tsunade?
Tsunade.
In OG Naruto, though?
Yeah, because there's not really that much.
Yeah, because we're only doing OG Naruto.
Yeah, OG Naruto.
No, we're not counting anything that happened.
Not
in
Shippuden, not Shippuden.
Yeah. It's too big. But, so we've been talking about Naruto for a long time. What about My Hero? So, Bakugo's development obviously came with getting saved from One For All, and then his fight against Deku.
Yeah, and actually like talking to All Might about
Right.
it.
And then Todoroki's came when he fought Deku, and then in this most recent arc, I guess training I guess, licensed arc. I don't even know what to call it.
The provisional
Yeah, the provisional
license exam.
I
Yeah.
guess.
And then Kirishima's was like in his last 2 fights.
Yeah.
He was the GOAT.
Kirishima's like holding up the season right now.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Since Mirio's gone.
And then Aravity kind of came at the end of season 4 when it was just
She's
like
just out here sucking
She had a good.
dick.
Hey, she had a good point. She had a good point when she was fighting Bakugo in season 2.
Yeah. True.
But
People overlooked that.
did she change that much as a character? Because as a character, it's just like, don't underestimate me just because your quirk's so good. And mine isn't very destructive like yours. Because to me right now, I'm thinking OG Naruto
I'm still thinking
because,
OG Naruto, yeah.
like, if we really want to get into it, probably the strongest.
Wait, you think OG Naruto?
Yeah, because the next big thing, or like the biggest development in My Hero for side characters, I would definitely say All Might. Next best thing, we could count Lita after the whole stains.
But there's so
Or Ida, not bad.
that was so small though.
Yeah,
Because it didn't even change him.
but what's the next biggest? I guess I would say Bakugo. I would say All Might Bakugo.
On my
I feel like All Might Bakugo are probably the top 2
Yeah,
side characters in that show.
and then for OG Naruto, top 2 would definitely be Sasuke, Kakashi.
I just hated Sasuke. So edgy.
Yeah.
I
He
hate
was gonna
everything.
say that.
I'm gonna kill my brother. Oh, Sasuke, come back.
Yeah.
This whole show, bro.
I love you, Sasuke.
But for me, it seems OG Naruto. But I'm trying to give My Hero a fair chance because
Yeah.
we do burst that show a lot.
True. But that's the thing, though. That's what's holding up the show is the side characters of My Hero.
Because All Might's development, I would say, outweighs OG Naruto. But that might be a hot take. Because the most development I would say in OG Naruto would probably be Sasuke. Sasuke or Kakashi.
Yeah. But then again, Tsunade does have good development with the Orochimaru, Jiraiya, Kabuto fight, which Hidden Sauce brought up. Because I didn't remember if that was in Shippuden or not. So
It's been a while since we've seen Naruto also.
I didn't remember,
so.
but she has a lot of development because she has the whole fear of like the blood and like
Yeah.
Naruto has to save her.
So would you say?
Because like her, was it like her brother and her lover?
Mm.
What's his name? Like Bob or some shit?
Definitely not Bob.
Hold on.
Yeah, definitely not Bob.
Isn't his name like some generic like white dude name?
I don't know. Lover.
Just think of lover, bro.
Let's just go.
Yeah, but definitely the weakest development in Naruto.
Dan, that's
Dan.
it.
See, I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah, there it is.
I was
Old white
close.
guy.
It was 3 letters. You were
I
right.
was close.
Yeah. But
Sure, you were close.
but I don't know. So the weakest development in Naruto from the characters we listed probably be Gaara. Because we said, Sakura.
No. Sakura was nothing. She was nothing.
Yeah, never mind. I
She
forgot.
didn't
we
hit
said
her
Sakura.
development until
4th grade
the,
Ninja War.
the first. Well, the
Maybe.
what the,
Should he use it?
what's the fight? The puppet guy.
Sasori.
Yeah, Sasori.
Yeah, the Sasori.
That was a good
the
fight,
Sasori. What's the
Granny Chio.
Chio? The Sasori Chio Sakura fight was the first
Okay.
real thing we ever.
So
saw
we
her
take
do
off
anything.
not Sakura and we put
But we can't though
Tsunade.
because she's there the whole time.
True, but
And
but
it's
we
Naruto's love interest.
well
Kind of.
so let's just rename our Naruto
Bro.
list. And then
Sasuke
we'll
and
go to the
Naruto
weakest
kiss, dog.
We just get us. Sakura's a thought, by the way. Just,
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
a
she's a
top.
thought.
I love
And
you, Naruto.
and guess-
Come back to the
And
village.
guess what?
one.
Sasuke out here on Thought Patrol almost killed her ass.
Yeah. Twice.
So was he wrong?
And then he almost killed Karin also.
Yeah.
So was he wrong?
I don't know.
And then they both still want to suck his dick. How's that make sense?
Women are crazy, dude.
Nice guys for the slash, boys. Moral of the story.
Yeah.
That's what I took out of Naruto.
Oh my gosh.
But for our OG Naruto list, we have Sasuke, Kakashi, Sakura.
It's such a hard time getting that out.
Yes. Sakura, Neji, and Gaara. So out of those 5, the weakest, I would say, is Sakura.
obviously.
Yeah.
Followed
So
by
then,
Neji,
if we're gonna take
probably.
off anyone to put Tsunade on, it would have to be Sakura.
Yeah.
But even then,
I feel
does
like
it?
Gaara though, just because of how much time Gaara's on screen, and how much he actually impacts Naruto, which is not really.
That is true. That is a good point. Okay. We'll take off Gaara instead
And put Tsunade.
and put Tsunade.
Okay.
But does it really strengthen the odds that much?
A little bit. When she becomes Hokage.
So, out of 100%, if you're going 60-40 OG Naruto or My Hero, where are you guys at?
I'd probably still go OG Naruto, I think.
So is it close? Is it like 55?
Close, yeah.
I honestly might say My Hero because the side character is the only thing making that show worth it.
And you're gonna go OG Naruto?
Yeah, I'm gonna go OG Naruto. It's close.
I'm
It's
gonna
close.
go My
I'll probably
Hero.
say like
I'm
60
gonna go My
40,
Hero.
like you said.
Because I feel like in Naruto, the side character development doesn't really hit to Shippuden.
True.
That is a good point.
Pick one, Ari.
Tiebreaker.
I think I'm gonna go with OG Naruto.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to say something. I'm going to just say, this doesn't mean I like My Hero more than Naruto because I
Clearly, you do
don't.
not.
'Cause I don't.
Yeah.
But I say the side characters of My Hero are better because they're the only thing that make the show worth watching. I'm only watching for the side character development and interactions right now. So that's why I give them, especially with like the development with Todoroki, the development with Bakugo,
and All
the
Might.
development with Kirishima. He's nutty right now, and All Might.
Yeah, we're getting that development with what's her name, Jiro now.
Yeah.
She was in class music. So.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But for me, it was more so like the way that Sasuke started off from beginning to end of OG Naruto.
Yeah.
Obviously, it was a complete change.
Yeah.
Kakashi kind of also going through the realization of failing with Sasuke.
Yeah.
And then Neji's character development, I feel like, was pretty huge. In OG Naruto, he was a fan favorite for a lot
once
of
he gets
people.
whopped.
Yeah. And then, so I feel like those characters, it's probably because of nostalgia, but for me, still, their
All right.
moments outweigh alone All Might's.
Yeah, that's
or
fair. That's fair.
Okay.
Bakugo's.
And Hidden Sauce also agrees with you guys. He says Naruto. So that's a 3-1.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, 3-1. But I mostly just
Probably move on to the next one. I feel like.
Yeah.
still think My Hero's better. Or still think Naruto's better, but the My Hero characters are just kind of propping the show up right now.
So we can do. Okay, let's just do this one. Assassination Classroom versus Astro Lost in Space.
Oh, that's tough.
Astra.
That's tough.
I guess it's not really fair since you're at the end, or you're not at the end yet. But
Okay, so
this I feel like was very, very.
okay, so for side characters in Assassination Classroom, are we including anyone from like that main trio? So like Nagisa.
So main characters we're
What's
not
her
including is Nagisa and the teacher. I feel that's
Okay,
it.
so we can include Karma in this.
You can include Karma.
Okay.
Karma. Who else would you say though?
Karma. What's her name? The green hair.
The science chick?
No. The flat chested bitch.
Oh, Forever Flat.
Yeah.
Forever Flat.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm just
I don't. Honestly, I don't know. Their names,
You're
bro.
watching the show.
Their names are crazy, bro.
Yeah, they do be.
They're
kinda
just
wild.
Japanese names. They're not crazy.
Would you say the class president, maybe? And the tentacle dude.
Hold on,
Oh!
I'm pulling up the list. Hold on. Oh,
Yeah.
Ituna?
Yeah, he had really good.
Okay, let's see. So let's make our list right now. So we got Karma,
Karma for sure.
Kaide.
Kaide.
Let's see where.
Ituna. That's the
yeah,
character.
yeah, Kaide no.
Kaide.
Ituna.
Wait, which one's that?
Ituna's that one. It's the character.
Yeah, Ituna, the tentacle dude.
Are
you gonna say like Bitch Sensei or
Oh, definitely.
Definitely Bitch Sensei.
And probably
and-
yeah, Karasuma also.
Karasuma.
Is that,
He's
how
sick.
many- Karasuma, Irina. No. Irina. Karma, Kaide. Who else did we say? Ituna. Okay, so that's 5.
Okay.
Versus was it again?
Should we just say the whole group, bro?
About Lost in Space?
Yeah. There's how many is
Yeah.
Yeah, because they are at pretty much equal screen
There's like
time.
8
Yeah.
of them,
Yeah.
right? 9
Yeah.
of them.
Well, obviously, besides content.
Besides comments.
Yeah.
But
Because I
Yeah.
wanted to do something that was like such like a story character development
see,
focus.
that's the thing is, I'm watching Assassination Classroom. I'm on like episode 15 of season 2. I personally feel like a lot of the character development between in-depth character development of these characters is very shallow.
Okay.
Whereas you got Astro Lost in Space, and it is so in-depth.
Especially in such a short
That's true.
episode span.
Yeah, it's so in-depth, and the character development between all the people is nuts. Not to mention the flip-flopping of like the traitor, and you got Olger, who's like this edgy dude who's about to shoot up the whole place, and he changes, the traitor changes, like everybody, like the development is so nutty in Astra. Even I don't remember the name, the bitch girl,
That doesn't
No, I know what you're talking about.
the one's Mary Zach.
Oh,
Yeah.
Kitari.
Yeah.
Her development is really good.
Yeah.
Like
Ares is pretty good development.
Ares.
Zach.
I just feel like Assassination Classroom just feels so surface level to me in terms of character.
Yeah, because
It's more so
it is not
the
fair.
relationship gets stronger
Mhm.
in Assassination Classroom, but their in-depth development and them holding up the
As a
story
character.
and holding
Okay.
Nagata and Koro Sensei just feels very surface level to me
Okay.
compared to Astro Lost in Space, which is like perfect development.
Okay. I would probably go Astra after that.
Yeah.
Even
That's
though
what I
as
feel.
much as I like Assassination Classroom, I'd probably go.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Sam? I was going to go Astro Lost in Space.
Dude, but we're really biased towards Astra too, though. So
Yeah.
maybe take that one with a grain of salt. But but yeah,
Yeah.
Astra's development is just too good.
Mhm.
If you haven't seen it, watch it. We
Seriously.
say it every week.
Every week.
Watch it.
This one I really wanted to do because it's literally 2 characters.
Okay.
So Demon Slayer and Rising of the Shield Hero. Well, I guess it's not only 2 characters, but main focus 2 characters. Philo and Raftalia, Zenitsu, and Inosuke.
Demon Slayer. Well, actually,
I've
hold that thought.
You guys know, if you've watched, I hate Philo with a passion.
Yeah.
With a burning passion.
Yeah.
I very much dislike Philo.
Yeah.
Raftalia, she's sick. Her development is
She's
super.
probably one of the best
Her
characters out
development
there
is
right now.
great, especially her fighting,
Yeah.
like the fighting style and her leveling up and like getting bigger. And
Especially
stronger.
her fight against the 2-headed dog.
Yeah.
That's where
Demon
it's at.
Slayer. Yeah, Demon Slayer versus Rising of the Shield Hero is what we're debating right now. But then you have Zenitsu and Inosuke.
Because
Very good
if you
pair.
wanted to count any other characters outside of them,
You could.
you could count obviously.
Talking about Demon Slayer right now?
Yeah, Demon Slayer. Do you count Nezuko?
Her
So I
development.
feel like she's the main character.
just- She just sleeps the whole time.
Yeah.
Okay,
And she
don't
has
count
she has
Nezuko.
good moments in the show.
She does.
We're not gonna count her.
If I were to count other side characters, I'd probably do
Giyu?
either not even Giyu. I feel like probably
Really? Okay.
I feel like Shinobu had more screen time than Giyu.
Yeah, Shinobu did.
And
But
then
not development. Or anything.
yeah, no, but and then either that or then maybe what's his teacher's name?
Oh, the old dude?
Yeah,
I don't know, but we all know who you're talking about.
yeah.
He's one of the old. He's like the old.
It's the only
Water
teacher
Master
that taught.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tantra.
because he was like the Hashira before Giyu.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, for me, even though Demon Slayer has the better chemistry and better comic relief,
I feel like the chemistry is there and interrupt you is better because of Tantra though. So I feel like if you just put Inosuke and Zenitsu together, it probably wouldn't
that's
be
a
as good.
very good point.
So I'm probably gonna go Shield Hero on this.
I'm
one.
going Shield Hero also. Because Raftalia alone, even without Philo,
Is a badass.
is so much better than Inosuke and Zenitsu.
Plus that whole arc of her where she's
Yes.
like facing her past.
Yes.
That was
huge.
pretty big.
That was huge.
You got something to say, Parker?
You guys are totally just acting like Philo isn't a part of this discussion right now.
Well, I did.
Okay,
was so
okay.
yeah.
So you said you strongly dislike Philo. I don't really have a problem with Philo. I'm fine with her. Like, yes, she
can be annoying.
She can be
What
annoying
does she
sometimes.
do? What does she do?
She
Hits
carries
people, dude.
She carries
And she
them.
carries them.
Yeah.
She pulls the carriage.
Yeah.
That's pretty important. And she got that gift. She and Charlie got that gift for Nafumi. The hammer.
Yeah, I mean, to me,
Parker's about to like beast breathe us with.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to say Demon Slayer.
Because I mean,
Strictly because Philo. Because Raphtalia is a great side character, great development, but Philo like made it so hard to watch sometimes. Whereas like Zenitsu and Inosuke were always like, I was always hyped to see what sort of interaction they were gonna have together, point. Or even with Tanjiro. But even like when they like Inosuke would like chase Zenitsu around and stuff.
So I told you guys I rewatched Shield Hero recently, and
I did.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I guess I didn't tell them. But I did think that the Sword Hero also had some bright moments because he's easily the best other hero out of the four, because Bow Hero is a fucking dumbass, and so is Motoyasu, by the way.
Yeah,
he's just chasing pussy. He is.
Who wouldn't, bro?
But because at least like the Sword Hero, I forget his name, but he like at least recognizes that he's like been an asshole to Naofumi like the whole time, and like he actually tries to fix it.
But that's what's annoying is he realizes that, but then like when they're like talking and they're like talking about like, oh, secrets they know, like he's like an asshole again.
Yeah,
it's so
they're all assholes.
It's so frustrating. But that's what makes it good, is like it makes you so angry and you're like, ooh, what's he gonna do to like, you know,
change things up?
Yeah, like stick it to these people.
But yeah, for me, I'm still unchanged. I'm going Shield Hero.
Oops. I'm gonna say Demon Slayer.
I'm gonna go Shield Hero.
I'm gonna say Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
Again.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. On the spot's good.
Yeah,
I like
on the
it.
spot. That's fun.
Yeah, let's know what you guys think.
Who's gonna tell Hidden Sauce about One Piece?
I know. Yeah, I can't do One Piece because I'm the only one I haven't even finished it. I'm still watching it, so
we're just gonna have to get Mob and you guys can do that.
Yeah.
Save that
One
for rainy
Piece
day.
versus
Shippuden or something.
Yeah, I would do Shippuden, more characters, because there's a shit ton of One Piece.
And it's a little longer than Bleach.
Yeah.
Especially because Bleach is like half filler.
Yeah, let us know what you guys think about On the Spot. Probably gonna do this again for a little bit, see how it goes. So let us know what you think. Let's get into the weeklies.
Bet.
So first up, we're gonna talk about Dorohedoro episode 8. Then My Hero, Haikyuu, and Darwin's Game.
I fucking love Dorohedoro.
Man,
Dorohedoro has been on fire.
Dorohedoro is such a treat.
So good. So good.
Bro,
Ebisu never fails to crack me up.
With her dress with big tits, and
as soon as she like saw that she, like what's her face, Noi, I think, had, like bigger breasts, and she just like starts talking to me. I'm like, oh no, what is she planning?
Yeah,
what's gonna happen?
Yeah, and then she's like, she's walking around, she's like, oh hey, boom. She's dancing around while En's trying to talk. It's so funny.
Yeah,
and she's just so stupid, and it
love for an Ebisu OVA.
She is a great side character.
Yeah. She's a great character.
And the development of where the story's going right now, where
yes sir,
juicy.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
I'm mad came and left.
But
what's her name?
Nikaido. But
because I love Nikaido.
Then again, I feel like
she's gonna follow him
probably. But then again, we're missing, like, that's still pretty big, but they're talking about how that they notice that someone has like the power to change, that their magic affects time.
Yes.
And clear in the episode before.
Yeah, no, that's where my mind went. I was like,
but
yeah, and like the episode before, it's like,
though, if she can control time, she found Kamen's body. Wouldn't she just reverse time so his head wasn't chopped off?
His head wasn't there though.
True.
But does the head need to be there to reverse the
Probably.
time? You think so?
Probably.
I would think so. Because it's not like Noi's ability where she can just heal any.
That's true.
And I feel like this show isn't going to let her have some completely broken ability anyway. I feel like it's still going to be like a whole, even if she goes back in time, no matter what.
So how does it control time then? Is it like an end thing where it just like, or an airy thing where it just kind of reverses time? Or like what? Like
maybe it only affects her. Or like if she wraps the smoke around like herself, or she could raise like some sort of bubble or something,
or
it's like a certain area.
Or was the smoke in the shop when she attacked it?
Yeah, that was my big thing. I was like, okay, was that actually her smoke or was that someone else's smoke?
Yes.
I feel like
I just think it's too convenient.
yeah,
though,
I
to
feel
be
it's
someone
too
else's.
but it's almost too easy just to say it's Nikaido's
Yeah.
too though.
True, but it
Just
makes
to be
sense.
like, oh, she was at the shop. Oh, there's time there. Like, I feel like it'd be too easy to. It does make sense, but I feel like they're up to something. I don't know.
Oh,
if
I
they
feel like
make
it's
it
definitely
that,
deeper.
I don't
Because-
I don't think they make it
what
that
if-
easy.
Because even if, let's say, that Nikaido had the power to go back in time, or whatever the case may be, don't you think that she would have just gone back in time and prevented like the whole interaction in the first place?
If that's how it works, maybe. But maybe that's not how it works. So, because it could be some type of. Because time is obviously a very complex ability. I think when you include it in a show, any show.
So I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I actually no. Sorry.
No, I mean because it could be like either seeing into the future, going back in time, it could be something. We
It could
just
be
know,
something minor.
yeah. So I don't know. Go ahead.
Because it seems like it's stacking up so much to be her. Because at the first time I mentioned it, it's like, wouldn't it just be so much easier to use your ability? And then if it's time, she goes back in time, sees who it is, fixed. And then before that, it's when they're in the shop and the guy's looking at her, the magic powder, and he's like, "Oh my god, this is so pure!
Yeah.
Like, I'll give you everything in the shop for an ability at stopping time." That seems,
The evidence
or not
is-
stopping time. I'm thinking too much JoJo, but but if it's any ability that affects time, it seems like that would be a very pure
evidence
magic.
is heavily pointed towards Nikaido
Yes.
right now.
But you guys are thinking that this show is gonna point it at someone else.
I think
I just
so,
think
and
I think they're just trying to bait us.
I hope it's a character that we at least already are somewhat familiar with, because I don't want it to just be some random guy, because I feel like that wouldn't really add to the story that much.
So then, who would you want it to be? Who do you think it would be? A character
That's
we
the
already
thing,
know.
I don't know though.
I feel like it has to be someone random. Because majority of the people that we've already seen
Yeah.
have used their magic.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's going to be a random person regardless, if it's not Nikaido. But
Probably that bug that says shocking.
What's
bug
his
is
name? Like
so
Johnson
annoying.
or something?
Johnson, yeah.
I don't like that
I
bug.
think it's kind of funny though. He just like
Yeah.
keeps them around.
Yeah. Well, I still
That's
don't
not
like it.
funny, man.
Yeah. But I don't know. Dorohiro's in a very good spot. I like
Such
where
a
it's
good
heading.
show, dude. I love it. Right?
Yeah.
It's the best. It's one of the
I think it's
best
the best show of the
shows.
season.
It's one of the best shows I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, it is very good. But I don't know. What do you guys think is going to happen next episode then? With all of the secrets that they revealed.
I don't know. I don't know, because there's like so much mystery still going around. We only have so many things that we can look at and stuff. And you have what's the guy's name who only has a head and like a metal body?
Oh, that's...
Ritsu?
Ritsu.
Not Ritsu.
I think it's Ritsu.
No, was it?
Ritsu. I think it's Ritsu.
I think it is.
Ritsu.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Ritsu.
Because he's still got his whole mystery. He doesn't know what the hell happened.
Yeah.
He's trying to figure out who killed him, and the guy who killed him wasn't even in the alley. He was at some other place. So I'm starting to think that that's not Kaiman's head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm so confused because why would Kaiman be against sorcerers when his body or the head that we think is his is
Yeah.
a sorcerer? Part of this.
I think
that
it's just
sorcerer
because
group.
like a sorcerer fucked up him to the point he can't use
Yeah.
magic, so
'Cause
then he's in it.
It looks like Ebisu is the one who did it to him, or
Yeah.
at least Ebisu's smoke
Yeah.
that we know of. And then Ebisu's starting to regain some of her memories back also.
Yeah.
So it's like this whole game of amnesia
Mhm.
where you're trying to like figure out who will like
But that's
who
what
did
makes
it.
it so good.
I know. I like the I hope it ends well because there's plenty of ways to fuck this up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's so good. This show is amazing.
Yeah. I'm excited. I don't know though. I mean, I feel like we just gotta see where this continues to unfold, and then it'll be some
need
huge
more
thing
information.
at the end.
The way they leave off every episode is like such a good place.
Yeah.
Especially because like even if it's not a cliffhanger, like starting next episode is perfect. This episode we kind of got some cliffhangers. Last episode we got some cliffhangers. Like I'm like just itching to see the next episode.
Yeah.
I want to see what happens while like the whole deal with this like festival, the
Yeah.
Blue Night or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and like what's Kaiman gonna do when he's in there? Is he gonna get found out? Is he gonna have to fight those people? Like I'm like very intrigued right now.
Because no matter what, with him against, if he gets caught or anything,
He's screwed.
or even if he gets into a fight with N, and then N literally tells his partner, what's her name? The girl that calls him senpai all the time.
I think it's Noi.
No, so if Kaime gets into a fight with either one of them, and they tell the other, and it's a 2-on-1, he's done.
Yeah.
But even if he fights one of them,
it's pretty much a lose.
because he got messed up.
You're thinking of Shin, by the way, not N.
Yeah, he got messed up by Shin. Noi messed up Nikaido.
Yeah.
If he fights either of them, he's getting bodied.
Yeah. So I don't know how he's gonna.
Instinct.
I mean, even though Ebisu was pretty dumb, I don't know if he's gonna be able to steal her away, and then her just not be like, "Oh yeah, I was in your mouth, and now you're gonna try and."
Yeah, because the guy in the mouth also said something different to Ebisu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, you're the one who did this or something like that.
Didn't he say like you're in
Yeah. You got in my way.
Yeah, you're the one in the way.
So we know that Ebisu was probably somewhere in that incident.
Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like we just gotta wait for these things to unfold, and then once it comes together, that's when we go into a deep analysis.
I agree.
Like, we get questions answered every episode, and then like we get 10 more questions.
Yeah, there's
and I'm
more
just like,
theories.
fuck.
More theories.
Exactly.
Ooh, I'm so excited.
Let's just quickly go over My Hero.
Yeah, let's just, because
episode
we're gonna
83.
shit on it anyway, so let's try to keep the shitting on to a minimum.
So basically, happens is getting ready for the
Yeah, they're
festival
getting ready
some
for
more.
school festival.
Find out about this villain.
Escort area around the school.
Yeah.
Festival, which I think is so stupid. It's like, hey, we got this little girl who's the target of the big criminal organizations right now. Her power is insane, and everybody wants her quirk. How about we let her into the UA festival where villains are already targeting?
Don't worry, we got Dogman on the case.
and not to mention, this stupid YouTube villain is the worst excuse for a villain ever, especially coming from Overhaul. And then we have this idiot. It's just like, I'm so.
We're gonna protect Eri with a guy who doesn't have.
Like, it just sounds like the writer just kind of like smoked weed and just wrote this arc. This sounds
Well,
amazing. And then woke up the next day and is like, his publisher's like, hey, you got that next arc ready? He's like, yeah, totally. Let me write a few more things.
I don't know.
It's like he's just writing it just because he can at this point.
Because he knows people's gonna buy it.
Yeah,
it's My Hero.
That's really all that happened in My Hero.
And then we got like Deku working with All Might again. He found out All Might was used equipment at one point.
Yeah.
And now hinted at new glove that he's going to try using. So yet again, him getting handed more things to help him with his power that he's not figuring out on his own.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's My Hero.
It's My Hero, and it really bothered me when they're like, the villains like, oh yeah, they got Dogman, so we just gotta make sure we rub some leaves and dirt on us. I was like, bro, Ari was here, and I turned around and I go, are they serious right now? That's how you're gonna counter a champion. God, no. Playing too much League. That's how you're gonna counter a hero that has like god tier sniffing and is there to track down people. That's all you have to do is just rub some dirt on you.
His one weakness.
Yeah. No, dirt.
It's like that scene in I don't know. Have you guys seen Land of the Lost?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's just pouring dinosaur piss all over him.
Yeah, it's that pretty much.
Pretty much is that.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Okay, let's move on.
That's it.
Yeah, that's my hero.
Haikyuu episode 8.
Ooh, this is a good episode.
Really
This is a good episode, boys.
Yeah.
I was worried you weren't gonna like it that much.
Nah, it was good.
Yeah, I like it.
I remember you saying last week you didn't want this game to go on that much longer.
Well, it just felt the same. Where it's like, oh, Spike, oh, it's blocked. Oh, Spike, oh, it's blocked.
Yeah.
But like, there's Hinata development where like the whole thing in depth where it's like, oh, get lost in the crowd. Like that even had me second guessing because I was thinking about it like in the perspective of Date's view, and I'm like, at that point, like, who do you look for if you are expecting him to spike it, but he's not spiking it 3 times in a row? Do you go for him the next time? Like how when you get to that point where he's lost in the crowd, but then every once in a while he does the quick attack. Like what do you do? Like that like game plan really added some flavor to it, and it showed like Hinata's thinking about the game. He's not just trying to hit the ball. And so we got some development with Hinata's game style, and we even got some development with Kageyama and how he's thinking about the game now too, and this we get more into his thought process about using the Hinata, and then like the development where like the old coach was talking about the flashback about how he's wasting his quick attack. So it's like, oh, okay, there's potential for that now too. So like, there's a lot more development in their game, I guess, is why I liked it.
Yeah, I definitely think they're kind of setting us up to like show how much stronger Crossnow is as a whole, so that we're not like, like, oh shit, they're not going to be able to beat these guys in the national tournament or whatever.
There was progression.
Yeah, like they have a lot of good red. Like you can now see that they are actually like a really good team now.
And like like we talked about, like they were experimenting, but now we actually get to see their experimenting like lead to new strategies.
Yeah.
That are like different than what we've seen.
I'm like riding a Haikyuu high right now. I've been watching like some moments on YouTube and stuff, and there are a lot of good moments between.
Haikyuu's amazing.
There's just a lot of good moments between every character. Like every character comes up clutch at some point in the show in like a set or something.
Yeah.
It's just really cool to see.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's so good.
Yeah, I'm excited that we're getting more of this actual volleyball.
Only 4 more episodes though, and then we have to wait for 3 months.
Yeah, which I'm completely fine with. So I'm excited.
But overall, really good.
Yeah, overall pretty good. Story's going at a good spot right now. Just waiting for them to go into the tournament.
Next episode.
Yeah.
That was really back on it.
I did get like a mild spoiler for what happens later down the line, but it's nothing like too crazy. It wasn't anything about the national tournament or anything. It's just like an arc.
Oh, damn.
Further down the line.
Yeah.
Oof.
So I saw that and I was like, "What?"
So it's a good thing.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Okay, good.
All right,
okay, I'm glad it wasn't like oh yeah, I'm sad now.
No, it was good. I was like, if that's true, that's hype.
Sweet.
So,
okay.
Sweet. Okay.
Yeah. Awesome.
Good show. Also, you should watch Haikyuu. I've been recommending Haikyuu to a lot of kids.
So
like,
good
at
dude.
school and stuff. I've been like everybody's like, oh, I don't know how you watch a sports anime. I'm like, just watch Haikyuu. Just watch it.
Yeah.
You'll
understand.
You'll be in the edge of your seat and stressed out the whole time.
Yeah.
It's so good.
When you watch that show, boys become men.
Come on and
Exactly.
watch it. I watched it so fast it all just is like a big mush in my head.
That's kind of like why I was rewatching moments on YouTube. Because
it was
like,
still
I was watching like
very
funny
fresh.
moments, like best moments.
Same with Food Wars. It's all just like a big jumbled up mess in my head because I watched it so fast.
Well, I've already watched it like 3 times. So
I watched.
Where are you on Food Wars right now?
Oh, I just finished the episode with the French alumni teacher.
Oh,
Right
Shino?
after, so
Shino?
like just literally the episode right after the stagiaire.
Okay, so Shino.
Yeah.
It's like I watched Haikyuu in like 2 days, and I watched Food Wars
I
in
watched Haikyuu like
in 3 days. So it's like it's just in like back to back. Like I just went like from one to the other.
I think that sucks.
It's just
about
like a
binging
mesh.
shows. You just kinda
Yeah,
forget.
it's just a mesh in my head. I need to rewatch. But Haikyuu right now is great. I'm happy with it. So Haikyuu and Dorohedoro right now are like the top 2 for me.
Right.
The top.
Yeah, Sam. Let's get to Darwin's Game.
This episode was pretty good.
This episode
I liked
was
it
really
a
good.
lot.
Yeah.
The balls on Kaname, good lord.
I didn't think they were gonna go this route for him to get out of the situation.
Yeah.
Like, I
thought someone. What I thought was like, okay, when everybody. So he like is talking and he's like talking to Wang and then he throws him the key.
Yeah.
And then he wins the game and then it's like, oh, teleportation started. We can't move. I thought what's his face was gonna blow everybody up.
Yeah,
That's what I thought. I was like, oh, he's like doing him a solid because the guy's like, oh, thank you, Kaname. So I was like, oh, he's about to like.
Like he's about to
he's
go.
about to do some
he was also
stuff.
lying the whole time also,
Yeah.
so it's like it could also I thought about this just now actually. The way that guy's sigil works because he can tell like truth or lie.
Yeah.
So maybe it's like a truth or lie perceived like by him.
Yeah.
In a sense, so like someone could be lying, but to him it's the truth. In a
Yeah.
sense, if that makes
Well,
sense.
that's what's cool too. Is he's like, oh, thanks, Kaname, for showing me how useful my sigil actually is.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, so there's some development with that guy, Kaname. What a badass.
Yeah, the nutsack on that man.
Yeah, bro. That I was kind of annoyed though.
clutch.
He somehow throws the key and like types the code. Somehow. I was like, okay, that's a stretch.
Like,
A little bit.
I want to have.
Like, oh, here, catch. You won't notice it. Like, I was like, okay, that's a little bit of a stretch.
Yeah.
It was still pretty cool though.
Still cool.
And then we got like a time skip at the end, like 2 months.
I'm a little confused about, not confused, but I want to know about, so was he saying his sigil was rare, or is he saying he got something on his sigil that's rare?
I think it's his sigil that's
It's
rare.
just a sigil, yeah.
I thought all sigils were rare.
Well, it's more so I guess how useful his is.
So probably we'll see some development with his sigil. Hopefully,
What did they call it again? Like the
it's like the Master of Fire or something.
fire or something?
Yeah,
Iron
maybe.
Forge thing.
And then I'm interested on why he's with the boxing club and why they're saying like, oh, that's part of the deal. So like, what did he ask for? Because he was asking for things to deter people from playing the game. So,
Yeah.
like, why would that involve healing his friend as well as being with the boxing club and forming an alliance?
Like, why would they want him?
Yeah, why is
on
that part of a deal?
Yeah.
Why is that part of the agreement?
Yeah.
Because we
So
don't
I
know
wanna
what
know-
we don't know what he asked.
Yeah, so I want to know what he asked for that includes all of that and
Right.
deters people
We'll
from
probably
joining.
see in the last episode, I imagine.
Or
Or
maybe
second
even
last.
next.
If we see it next, I'll be kind of surprised.
I wonder how.
I think we're
He's
just gonna
really-
go
Yeah,
into like a slow, like we're on the slow down.
Yeah.
Like the down slope right
but
now.
he's been working out. He's all ripped
He's
now,
jacked now.
and he's about to fight this huge ass dude, and he's all like, "Oh, I can use my sigil, right? Like it's over." So I want to see
Pull a
what
gun
new
right to his
ways.
face.
So I want to see what new ways he can use his sigil.
What new weapons?
What he figured out.
chooses?
What he figured
Yeah.
out.
Because we already know that he can completely change components of all of the weapons that he makes. Because he already did with the
machine gun.
Yeah.
the machine gun. So
There's the gunpowder in it.
yeah.
Pretty cool.
That is
So-
cool. It's a cool way to use your sigil.
Yeah, the fact that we know that already like a huge like power development
Yeah.
with like he
Yeah.
can literally change every single component
Mhm.
where he decides to push it even farther. I hope
Yeah,
it's
so
gonna be
I'm
really
I'm
cool.
interested to see how he fights this dude.
Yeah.
Because what upgrades or what things has he figured out with his sigil that because right now he's only manifested a stun gun, a machine gun, and a pistol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what else is he gonna be able to manifest, and else is he gonna be able to do?
Like I wonder if he either just has to think of it or literally know every single component. Because like in a gun, it's a little bit different rather than if it's like
complicated.
rather than if it's just like a I don't know spear or
Yeah.
something.
I'm really interested to see.
Yeah.
But it's a good show still. It's not.
I think he just has to touch things and
Yeah.
then he can recreate
Yeah.
Because that's what he did with the pencil
Yeah.
like the second episode or something.
That's what he did with the machine gun too.
Yeah.
In the elevator, he touched it.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah. So I think he just has to touch it and like have the ability active.
Yeah.
And that's how he's able to copy stuff.
Yeah. But it's still pretty good though.
Yeah, I definitely didn't see it going that way, and I like that it went that way. Because I thought it was just going to kind of be more BS.
Yeah.
But
And I'm glad he's still in a group with those people too, because I like the information broker girl.
Yeah.
I like the machine gun guy, and the little kid.
we're so good with names on this.
All I know is Kaname, bro. I don't even remember the thought.
Oh, Shuga?
Shuka.
Yeah.
Her.
How dare you call her a thought? She's a beautiful woman.
You hear this, man?
Anyway. Yeah.
I like that group. It's
Yeah.
a little weird. I was a little confused at the whole life insurance thing. Like, why did it seem so? Like, was it administered by Darwin's game? Like,
That's a good point.
I think we
because
need
she
more
knew that
information.
guy, and the guy's like, oh, Kaname, he's like making deals, he's making moves,
Probably.
he's joining clans. I was like,
I think it's
so.
the
and like the corporation, they kept saying the corporation name, so I was like really sketched out. Like, okay, is this like?
It was also interesting to see how kind of like there's only two ways to beat Darwin's game.
Yeah,
And that's either to like I guess get up to a high enough point where you can like get inside like the game itself, or to kill that one guy.
yeah.
So
But what's beating it is since it's Darwin's game,
Exactly,
is it
what
gonna
is
be
beating it?
being the last person? Is
Yeah.
that what
Yeah.
wins it?
what is beating it? That's what I want.
I think that's what it's going to be. It's just be the last person.
That's what I think.
I just want to see Kaname pop off and kill some bitches.
True.
True.
I wanna
Every
see
time,
the-
every time it's just like, oh, I can kill you. Submit and join my clan. So like, I want to see him like, especially
I wanna
Wang.
see-
How are they
yeah.
gonna beat Wang?
I want to see a fight between
that
Wang
dude
and
is too
Kaname.
nuts.
He's so
It'll be
OP.
so good to see.
Yeah.
But Kaname is pretty smart. So
He's very smart. So I'm excited to see like where he is by the end of the show.
same. Good
So,
show though. It is.
It's better than I was expecting. It to
It's
be.
better than I was expecting it to be, and it's not going the route of Mira and Nikki like I was scared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as of right now, it's promising. I'm still kind of not holding my breath yet.
Yeah.
I don't, I'm still a little sketched out, but where it's at right now, I'm pretty happy with it. So
Huh.
yeah.
Okay.
It's good. I think last episode was really good too.
So I'm very excited with the show. Yeah, I just want to see where it ends off. Like, especially with Konami. It says we're on episode 8. I think we're only getting 12. I really want to see
12 or 13, something like that.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be 24.
So it's gonna be 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Minimum.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
If they don't rush the ending.
True.
Dude,
I
there's
don't
no
think
way they
they
could,
will.
especially with Wang in the group.
Yeah.
Not to mention like his friend at the end of the episode.
Oh, it's 11 episodes.
Oh.
There's no chance this is gonna be. Yeah, they can't rush it that
No.
fast. There's no
Hope
way.
not.
I cry.
Weird they don't do 12, but regardless, still pretty good.
Maybe a smaller studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Which studio is doing it actually? Produced by Aniplex. Nexus. Let's check these guys out. Oh shit, they did. Shiver of Fell Night? I didn't know that.
Is that it?
A lot of obscure shows, huh?
Huh.
They have Darwin's Game on. Oh, there's a recap. Okay,
Yeah, so the thing is
so-
Darn's Game and Chivalry of a
I
Failed
didn't
Night,
click on that.
for those of you who might know. But,
Pretty good.
yeah, otherwise that's it. That's all I had to say.
Following up soon.
Soon.
Yeah. Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah.
Episode
thanks
40
again.
of the Insomniacs Internet Podcast.
Sure. We appreciate you guys.
Come back next week.
Yeah, make sure you tell your mom about us, as always.
As always. And make sure you catch up on anime.
Not sleep. We
We
out.
out.